What's going on, doozers, and welcome to episode 0 of the Townsend Project. So, we are here in an accelerated mountains biome. This is a Java edition, completely vanilla server, and we're just going to do a quick tour. Now, I did stop by here a couple days ago, just to get some basic stuff set up. I got a quick pumpkin farm, bamboo farm. I got my sugarcane going. I got some wheat, potatoes, and carrots over here. So I've got all the main ingredients, and somebody was nice enough to donate a little bit of obsidian so I could get a nether portal going. So as far as what I've done, this is really just the getting to know the land. There are a couple of unique features that we have out here. This is very vanilla. The only real mod that we have right now is that we can control the time of day. They don't have multiplayer sleep. I'm actually going to send them over a link for Xisumavoid's multiplayer sleep setup. And then the other thing that I'm going to see if they can get is the armor stands. Now, I'm kind of laying claim to this entire area over here. So we have the mountain biome over here. If I pop over here, we have a forest. And then we also have a jungle or a swamp village or swamp biome over there. So every time I've done one of these videos, one of these series that I've started up, we've always been doing modern builds. And I intentionally chose this area because I don't want to do modern this time. I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to build in a style I'm not familiar with. And what I'm going to do is actually a really cool idea. So let me start working on some farms, getting some of the redstone stuff going. And then we're probably going to do a quick time lapse of the area here, just do a quick fly around and show what it looks like. So I will be right back after that. Okay, guys, so while we're floating around here, I do want to do a quick shout out to the maker of the replay mod. This is what I'm doing to use this quick cinematic camera angle. It's the first time I'm using it, so bear with me. I'm a little bit new to all of that. But as we're flying over, some of the things we're going to see this lava area. We're going to see the tall mountains, the swamp biome. And my goal here is that we are going to do an entire area based off of a album by Rush called 2112. And my idea is to turn this area into the temples of Syrinx. And then over in the forest and swamp areas over there, I'm going to use that to make the Outskirts house. If you don't know, soon after the album came out, there was actually a comic book put out, and the entire comic book was about oppressing content creators. I'm not getting into any moral stuff with that, but thought it was a really interesting tidbit of information. It's definitely something I want to use. So, all of that being said, what we're going to do over here is we're going to start down here, and what I'm figuring is back in here is where the city and the temples of Syrinx are going to be. So we'll be able to get everything set up, and this is going to be a lot of gray stone and concrete and darker woods. And then I'm thinking for the roof, a lot of the roofs are going to be like domed, and they're these big gray buildings, and they have like a ruddy red domed roof. And then the temples of Syrinx themselves are these giant pillars. And then the entire city is surrounded by a stone wall with these big wooden buttresses on them. So I'm figuring, all things considered, just as an example, when I was drawing this, and my process whenever I'm doing this stuff is I always get a sketchbook and I draw the plans out on paper first. So really, if I'm thinking about it that way, and when I'm looking at this tree, I'm figuring the top of this the guard towers by this wall are going to be right here. So, I mean, you're talking a pretty substantial build, and then when you start talking about the towers and everything in the back, it's very possible that we're going to be hitting build height. Now, in the process of all that, we also have a shopping district. We have a couple other YouTubers and Twitch streamers on here that we're going to be meeting up with as we go, and I'm hoping to hit up a couple of them for some collaborations and start learning a few new things. At the same time, as we're going to be wandering around doing this stuff, I'm going to be looking to you guys for a lot of inspiration and you know, some ideas. I'll admit I'm 37. I'm a little bit of an old head. I thoroughly enjoy older music. And the idea that I can take something I really am passionate about. What's this? Oh. Something I'm really passionate about and being able to turn it into a build on Minecraft is actually a pretty cool idea. Now I'm looking out over here and I'm seeing a flower biome, so that's definitely something that's going to be useful. We have this swamp area over here you kind of saw in the replay, and what I'm thinking is back here, there's already this kind of naturally generated cave area. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to tear that area out, and I'm going to put in the first part of this build. And the first part of that build is a pauper's house. Now, the story goes is that the elder race of man got destroyed, and it was replaced by this authoritarian regime. And they controlled everything. They controlled what you saw, what you listened to, what you said, every aspect of your life. And this poor little pauper, this farmer, was out mending his fields, and he stumbled into this cave where he kept hearing this sound. And inside the cave, he found a guitar. And not knowing what it was, you know, he dubbed it an ancient mystery, and he took it to the temples, and the temples smashed it and basically censored him, and that's the first part of the story. So I'm thinking what I'm actually going to do is right now I have a very kind of modest let's get started build going on here, but what I'm probably going to end up doing is moving all of that and moving it down to that cave over there, and setting up basically a home base over there for now. And then once I have the home base set up, I can start expanding out from that. That part's going to be really easy. The harder part is going to be the actual city of Syrinx, or Megadon. And in the song, one of the lyrics is, our computers filled the hollowed halls. So while I am going to be doing kind of a medieval-y build, fantasy build, everything is going to be based off of that song, and since that song says about the computers that run their world, what I'm thinking is all these giant structures that are going to go back here, when we're actually sitting here, they're going to just look like cityscape. But inside, like, I'll be able to put in a creeper farm, or my potato and carrot farms, my pumpkin farms. So I'll be able to get all my farms in there, and considering the amount of cobblestone I'm going to need, I'm probably going to put in a Ilmango's automatic TNT cobblestone generator, because there is a whole lot of different things that we're going to need to do this build, and I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. So I guess what I'm going to start doing is start getting some resources together, and then scoot down there and see what I can do as far as creating a actual, for now, base. I'm probably going to leave this one up here for now, because I do have my chicken farm going. I do have a sheep farm over here, and then, as you saw, I already have a couple of my other farms going. And yeah, guys, listen, I know. I'm not a huge fan of the automatic AFK fishing farms, but it's definitely something I've built. Don't judge me. I need it. I have, to my name, I have, hold on. no diamonds. To my name, I have no diamonds at all. And the concept of not being able to buy anything in the shopping center scares me. So one of the other players did give me a diamond shovel. Thanks to Monster Beast for that one. He's one of the other guys, so go check him out. He's over on YouTube at A Monster Beast, and he's also streaming on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/A Monster Beast 1. Some of the other guys are Huffleduff, and I'm going to pull this up so you can see we got Enderware, Doodle Moose, Chaos, the Zector, WokeChew94, and then A Monster Beast is actually the server admin and owner, so it's going to look like a pretty cool thing from what I'm hearing. We're going to be running this at least until 1.15 comes out, and while we can never, ever be as great as the Hermitcraft guys, maybe we can be a smaller version. Maybe we can bring just a little bit of joy to everybody with what we're doing. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll come back as soon as we get it done. Okay, guys, so I have just dug out this mammoth of a cave over here, and I'm just going to put this down for right now. So I'm going to start with some basic stuff. The goal right now is to just kind of rough this up a little bit. I'm going to have to go get some cobblestone. Let's see, we're going to get some walls. So what I'm thinking for this area is that I'm going to kind of... I'm going to put some of these steps in here. Just kind of, change everything up. And then we'll put in some, like, stalactites. Maybe a stalagmite here and there. Just try to liven this place up a little bit. Let's see, we'll take these out and this one out, and then we can put another one there. Maybe one there, yeah. I mean, we don't want to make it too difficult to walk around, but at the same time, we kind of want to give this like an illusion of depth. I gotta get over to the other base, because that's where all my other stuff is. Thankfully, it's not too far of a wander, and you're going to notice I got some double golden carrots over here now. I did do a quick mining run, just ran through the underground fast, harvested some more stone over and above what you guys already saw in the chests when we were over there. And I think I'm also going to come down and grab some of those vines and probably some of the leaves around here. That way we can really kind of decorate the inside of this cave. Now, I will freely admit that I am not the best at terraforming at all. So a lot of this stuff is very brand new to me. And then I've already heard rumors about some of these guys playing pranks on each other. And I gotta tell you, I cannot, in good conscience, let there be pranks happening that I'm not part of. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to take part of in this. Let's see, what else do we have that I can use? Cobweb's just going to make a mess of things. Cobblestone stairs will come in handy, though. And then let's go get ourselves some leaves. Oh, I love harvesting leaves. Mostly because they're insta-mine. So we got that. And then on the way back, we'll grab some of the vines. And I'm probably going to need to actually come back up and grab some string. Because with string, what I can do is I can start working on preventing these vines from going places I don't want them. You know what, come to think of it, I can use these vines also to make some mossy cobblestone. I think that'll look pretty good in this build too. Now, the other part of this story is that this cave is behind a waterfall. So what we're actually going to end up doing is we're going to bring a waterfall down here as well, which is why I have the bucket of water on me right now. And let's see, how would I even start doing that? Let's tear this out here. Alright, so this is above the... Okay, so the waterfall will come that way. And then what we'll do... Let's pickaxe instead. Just kind of want to liven this area up just a little bit. Put a slab there. Put some mossy cobblestone there. Some bushes in just for good measure. Let's see if I did this right. Almost. I kind of want it to come down both sides of that path. So let's grab another bucket. And of course now it's raining. It's fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. Put that there. These blocks. Still not going over. There we go. That's what we want. Perfect. So now there's this waterfall that's kind of blocking us, which is going to make this a little bit cooler. And it's going to start getting us in the right direction. So I guess now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go around. I'm going to place some blocks. Start getting some of this done up the way I want, and we'll see where we come back to. Okay guys, so we are back and the sun has set over the mountains, and we have a little bit of lighting done with the caves. I have some torches hidden underneath the leaves over here on the mountain, and that I think that does a really nice job of illuminating this. And then as we go inside the cave, now I'm going to be replacing some of these torches. Actually, I can probably get rid of that one now. I do have some vines stuck in some spots, and we're just going to let those kind of grow. Maybe we'll grab some here and there and extend them out, put them in some new places as we're going. So, yeah. We have a little chair and a campfire sitting here, just to give it that homey feel. And then back here as we go around, you can see I started setting up some of my chests. I started bringing in my crafting tables. And as we're going to go, we're probably going to extend this back a little bit. But for right now, I think this is doing exactly what we need it to do. And it's just kind of giving us that atmosphere of, you know, an eerie cave. We're keeping it light so that we don't get any spawns. I could go through and throw in, you know, bottom slabs over everywhere. But one of the things we did is we did use, like, stairs there. We put some cobblestone in. We used the walls, both smooth stone and the cobblestone walls, to kind of give it that stalactite, stalagmite feels. We used some bottom slabs in spots, top slabs. We used some of the mossy stone, and then we just dotted a little bit of the leaves here and there just to kind of get that, like, earthy, mossy feel. I'll probably add, like, a couple here just to go along with the mossy cobblestone. That way it just kind of makes sense for it to be there. Now, I don't want to do too much as far as blocking this. I originally thought about maybe putting one of these leaves here, but that'd make it really kind of awkward to get in. I mean, the water's already doing that, but the water is actually there for aesthetic purposes. And again, this is really just aesthetic more than it is to be a home base. We're going to use it for home space, and I'm pretty sure behind one of these walls I'm going to hide a whole bunch of chest monsters. But I think that's a good start. I was really hoping to get to some of the farms, but I think that's going to pretty much wrap us up for right now. We may do 1 or 2 farms off camera or on stream, which is something else that I'm going to start doing now that we're in this servers. I'm actually going to start doing either a YouTube or a Twitch stream. I haven't decided which service I'm going to be using, but I'll keep you posted on that one. But I think that's looking really cool. I mean, it's kind of... Get over here on top of this hill quick. It kind of just brings it together the way I was hoping for. Hey. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, get some. Get wrecked. See, the zombies agree. They like it. So if I'm sitting up here, yeah, that does. And at nighttime, when nighttime hits, that's going to look something special. Now, the cave wasn't where dude lived. Dude actually lived... Yeah. The pauper lived in a cottage. So the cave was nearby, so I think we're going to use that. And then up on top of one of these hills here, we're going to put the cottage. And then I want the cottage to have a clear line of sight over here so that we can see all of the temples and the cities of Megadon and everything else. So again, I mean, we got the basic game plan, and it's going to be a journey to get all this done. But again, I want to thank you. And this is Diamond Doozer, and I'm out.